Welcome back to the Accent on Air. Capuchin Franciscans are here in the Diocese of Greensburg, establishing a community at a new friary in the town of Indiana, where they'll provide pastoral ministry and leadership at several parishes in Indiana County, along with university campus ministry services at IUP. Here's Mary Siemens.
I'm Mary Siemens, and I went on assignment to the Capuchin Franciscan Friary. I spoke with Father Richard Owens, the first African-American to serve as pastor in the Diocese of Greensburg.
So here at St. Bernard of CLAIRVAUX Friary, there's myself. I'm the pastor and I'm also the guardian. And I'm a native of Philadelphia, born and raised. And so I love the big city. So it is a little adjustment, coming from big city Philadelphia to Indiana. There's no street noise, there's no sirens and radio blasting. So in that sense, it's a blessing that I'm actually getting more sleep here. The friary is in a great location. It sits on top of a hill overlooking all of the town. So ordained 6 years. My first assignment as a priest was St. Joseph, York, Pennsylvania. And the great irony is that Bishop Malesic was, when he was a priest, the next door neighbor. So I was always very nervous dealing with him because whenever we did our wedding preparation, he was the guy that checked to make sure that everything was done proficiently and correctly. So after the 3 years at St. Joseph's, Archbishop Chaput, who's a Capuchin, invited me to come work with him. I was assigned to work in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia in the Office of Multicultural Affairs. So I did that for 3 years. And now the provincial has invited us to work here in Indiana at St. Bernard's and St. Thomas More. So I'm the guardian and the pastor. Father Tage Danielson, he is the parochial vicar both here at St. Bernard's and at St. Thomas More, and he'll have a particular outreach to campus ministry. Brother Thomas Choi is a lay brother. His ministry will be working as a nurse here in Indiana. Father John PAVLIK will also live here with us, but work at the Church of the Assumption. And Father Matthew Palkowski. Father Matthew will work as a hospital chaplain here in Indiana. He worked at the prison and also the Church of the Resurrection. So we have 5 guys here, and we all will kind of go our different ways and come back every day for our life of prayer and life of fraternity. So before I left Philadelphia to come here, the Archbishop Nelson Perez had a great line. He said that I place my faith, my hope in a dead man who rose from the dead. So he said that can happen, anything can happen. So I think that's important, that as Christians, our hope is always in Jesus Christ, that in the midst of darkness and division, everything that's happening in our world, that Christ can always bring about new beginning and hope in the midst of pandemic, in the midst of our racial discord, in the midst of everything that they're facing in the world. So I think having our faith and hope in Jesus Christ and knowing that through him all things are definitely possible.